So to conclude our first episode of Follow Us All, we're gonna have this little bit where we discuss. Well, actually, I reveal to Kyle a famous film role that could have been filled by another actor. For our first pick, we're gonna go with the classic 1990 film Ghost. Everybody knows it starred Patrick Swayze and Demi Moore, but
And pottery.
and
Lots of
Pottery and Whoopi Goldberg.
that's
Yeah,
right.
there's
Got a supporting actress nod, I think, for that.
she did a rare time where the Academy rewarded a comedian.
Correct.
Um, so the funny thing, I've always been fascinated by this because I think it would have been a very different film, but I think it could have been entertaining in many different ways. The film was first offered to none other than Crocodile Dundee actor Paul Hogan. How about
What?
how's that for bringing it full circle?
I mean, look, I look, man. First of all, I like Paul Hogan. I want to start with that.
No, Paul Hogan
In this instance,
is
I'm
great.
going to say we got the better movie, no question. Um, yeah, they need to. Paul Hogan, Crocodile Dundee. He's got the comedic thing going, and he looks rugged. But I think what was essential, like for Patrick Swayze, also rugged, but he was able to look more vulnerable, which I think was an essential element to this movie, right? Because the actor needed to be able to like look at Demi Moore from afar, not be able to do jack until later in the movie, of course, and still make us believe he was vulnerable and stuff. Honestly, the person who had the easiest job acting was Demi Moore because she got to talk to somebody. You know, I don't mean like that, but she's talking to Oda Mae Brown, Whoopi Goldberg, right? Whoopi Goldberg, her performance definitely Oscar worthy. So glad she won for that. And then, like, you know, trying to commute with some white dude.
No, here's the thing. Paul Hogan, I definitely agree with you on the vulnerability. Paul Hogan could be vulnerable, but in a comedic way. And as far as we saw in films, in major films that he did, I mean, he was definitely vulnerable in films like Floating Away, where he was a dying paraplegic. But nobody saw that film, and that was years later. He was cast. He was going to be cast here based solely on his performances from Crocodile Dundee 1 and 2. A lot of people, yeah, a lot of people tend to forget that in the first Crocodile Dundee had a few darker elements. He wasn't just "G'day, mate, I've got a knife." I can't do the Australian accent to save my life. I apologize to all my 2 Australian viewers.
This is
Um,
2 of our 5, according to you.
but he had, Australians and New Zealanders, Kiwis. You're my brethren. I love you people.
Anyways,
He did have some darker moments in those, at least some reflective moments where we saw beyond the caricature, and you saw. I mean, there's a reason he won best actor at the Golden Globes. That was one hell of a performance, and unfortunately, I don't think that anybody ever got past that original performance. I think everybody he became typecast very quickly, and he didn't really help himself when he kept going back to Dundee-esque roles in films like Lightning Jack. Fun film, not hating on Lightning Jack, but it was Crocodile Dundee in the West.
but I mean, look, Almost an Angel needs to get a shout. I mean, and I think if you put that vibe of Almost an Angel into this, that ain't gonna fly.
Well, that's the thing. He turned it down and then immediately went and did Almost an Angel. So
Which was
yeah,
a better,
yeah, they
know.
both came out that same year.
I mean, granted, Almost an Angel didn't win have any Oscar winners, or nominations. I don't think, but
Even with Charlton Heston as God.
dude, look, you can cram your Morgan Freeman God. All right, I want Keston. All right, because I love. There's a part where he's first brought in, and God essentially calls him a scumbag, and he basically refers to himself, God, as Charlton Heston as God refers to himself. Basically, you could call me your parole officer. Suppose I can't put one over on you, can I? You can try. And it's just wonderful. That scene alone. YouTube, damn, Charlton Heston is God in Almost an Angel. You won't be disappointed.
No, I think it's a fine film. And as far as a religious themed film, it is one of the better ones by far. I mean, it has a message, but it doesn't hit you over the head with it. You don't feel like you're being preached to. So there's something to be said about that. But I will counter one thing. One thing that probably would have been better in Ghost if Paul Hogan was in it. So instead of the pottery scene where Patrick Swayze is sensuously guiding Demi Moore's hand, imagine if he was doing the same with Paul Hogan. Well, if Paul Hogan was doing the same with Demi Moore, and they were sharpening his knife.
I knew you were going to make a knife joke.
That would be a lot more badass.
Oh, Molly, that's not a knife.
The knife's in the bedroom.
Now that's too comedic again,
Yeah, probably.
Anyway.
So I think we can both agree, as much as we love Paul Hogan.
Yeah.
They probably dodged. I think it still would have been a decent film. Don't get me wrong. I don't think that would have ruined the film.
Yeah.
But I think it ended up for the best.
Yes, definitely.